Where? Here we go. Breaking news from Aurora. Venezuelan gangs have taken over the edge at Lowry. First of all, this subtitle here is deceptive. It's wrong because it's not just the edge. I'll talk about that location in a minute. They're also getting busted in places like the Aurora Mall, but the Aurora police are under orders to let them go. Yeah, the Aurora Mall, where the Batman shooting took place, which is exactly a little over a mile from where I grew up. Colorado is violently attacked in Denver and Aurora. The edge is on the edge. They mentioned Laurie. It's the old Laurie Air Force Base facility. Talk about memories where I learned how to bowl, play baseball, play basketball, swim. Military base. My dad did some consulting there after we retired, which is why we moved to Aurora. Listen, this is affecting both East Denver and West Aurora, but it's permeating throughout Aurora. It's permeating throughout Aurora. Drive-by shootings, breaking and entering. Okay, let's go through this. Colorado is under violent attack, and the legacy media is working hard to cover up the illegal immigrant crisis. The Venezuelan gangs have taken over Aurora. Residents are living. Look at this. This is your community now, folks. If it's not happened yet, it's going to happen right here. Residents are living in fear as lawlessness and violence rocks. There you go. You got it. You see it right there. The gang, the Tren de Aragua, or TDA, transnational gang based out of Venezuela, is terrorizing Aurora residents. The gang, which boasts 5,000 members, has a motto, real until death. Law enforcement is allowing TDA to do whatever they want. That's true. Our councilwoman and congressional candidate helping residents to explore the truth. See, they couldn't get out of this without trying to promote someone for election. Okay, stick to the problem. Okay, but I'll give credit right here where credit is due. This person here is standing up. Danielle Jurinsky, a Aurora councilwoman, has sounded the alarm, and she said for most of the summer, while the media has called Jurinsky's claims lies and exaggerations, not wanting to admit the devastating violent consequences of Kamala Harris's open borders, Governor Polis, who's a POS, and the Colorado Dems accused Jurinsky of playing politics. But Jurinsky, along with fellow conservatives in Colorado, have shown enough evidence to encourage others to come forward about the atrocities in Aurora. Conservatives and liberals from the Denver metro area are speaking out about what they call a very scary, scary situation. Hey, look, let's be honest. Denver's being turned into Chicago. They show some videos here. We'll skip over. I don't do GOP promotions for Colorado. A devastated mother and told social media today that she cannot go to the playground anymore. She and other mothers have to take their children to play in groups and usually armed in order to feel safe. Another woman told Twitter last night that she and her wife can no longer walk around in Denver. Okay. If they call the police, they won't show up. Denver's overrun by illegals. Everywhere you look, it's all you can see. This has been going on in the Denver downtown area, in Aurora and so forth, in that area, if you know Denver. This has been going on for a few years, but now it's spread to the suburbs. Former ICE director and candidate John Fabricatore has been helping to expose the situation with Aurora Councilwoman Debbie Jurinsky. Okay, so let's go down here. The problem has even spread to Boulder. Residents suffer while those who are supposed to help them lie and defame the people bringing the problem out in the open. The situation in Aurora is dire. Denver and Aurora are not filthy and violent. Well, historically, that's true. Historically, TDA is not a few high school gangsters. The gang is violent and will continue to grow in size and power, and the media and the Democrats in Colorado could care less. Okay, look at this. The illegals are so brazen, they're selling food out of apartment windows after violently removing senior citizens from their homes. So they're going up to senior citizens, they're extricating them, and then they're taking their food and they're selling it. Did you hear what I just said? This is going on in Aurora. And when the senior citizens complain to the Colorado state government, they're doing nothing. Nothing. Now, here's what's interesting. Aurora Mayor Mike Kaufman said he believes someone placed the gangs in Aurora. Of course they did. This is problem, reaction, solution. Let's turn our cities into such shitholes that the people will beg for policing. And I'll tell you where my mind goes. My mind goes into the first month of Donald Trump's presidency in 2017, and Cook County Board of Commissioners passed a resolution asking for the UN to come and police the streets of Chicago. This is the beginning of the international police force to take away American sovereignty. Trump stepped in and says, you will not do this. You may call out your National Guard. You may not call out UN. This is what Denver's going to do. I can tell you right now, I've seen this pattern before, and it's going to happen. Now, look at how they respond to these reports. According to police intelligence, this purported invasion is largely a feature of Danielle Jurinsky's imagination. Well, what about the mayor of Aurora? What's he saying? So those are two Aurora elected officials telling you what's going on. This is, folks, I got to tell you, this is just beyond violence here. Elderly Coloradoans lose their homes to violent gangs while Democrats eat sandwiches and party at the DNC. This is just absolutely amazing. Now, I agree with the take action part. Encourage your city and county to become a non-sanctuary locality. You need to go to your city council meetings, your board of commissioners meetings, and say exactly that. Although you might want to be careful to surprise Arizona, because if you say something you disagree with, they'll interrupt you illegally in open comment, and they'll have you hauled out violently from a public meeting like they did in Surprise, Arizona. You see illegal immigrants in your town, attend your city council meetings, tell your elected officials you want something done. Okay. This is just amazing, isn't it? I mean, I am in absolute shock because this is close to me personally, but it's going on at the Paradise Valley Mall area in Paradise Valley, Arizona. It's going on in your town. It's going on in Tucson, about 2 miles from the U of A campus, University of Arizona campus. This is happening everywhere, people. You're being invaded. You are in a war zone. Can you imagine if I would have just come out with this and said, hey, senior citizens in Colorado are being thrown out of their homes by Venezuelan gangs, stealing their food and selling it. That's not their only crime, by the way, but no one would have believed me. This is from the GOP, this official document from the GOP in Colorado. And they're a uniparty for the most part, and they're afraid. This is why this kind of fear is what led Tulsi, Elon, and Bobby to join Donald Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, wake the hell up and get to work. Your lives are at stake. That's it for the Common Sense